The poem is Barches and the poet is Robert Frost. Hello students, welcome to my class English by Adarsh Vili. This is the poem Barches that we are going to study today, and in this poem Robert Frost has described about the barches which are a common tree in England. The poem Barches is written in blank verses with a particular emphasis on the sound of sense. In writing the poem, Frost was inspired by his childhood experience of swinging on barches, which was a popular form of play for the children in the rural areas. In the poem, the act of swinging on the barch tree is presented as a way to escape from reality on or the truth of the adult world, if only for a moment, though he can climb to a place where his imagination can be free. A swinger is grounded in the earth through the roots of the tree. The narrator in the poem feels a sense of regret that as an adult he is unable to leave his responsibilities behind and climb towards the heaven until he can start afresh on earth. Now the poem goes like this, that when I see barches bend to left and right. Now here the poet was supposed to be passing from the woods, and when he reached to one place he saw that there were a number of barch trees which were grown in a line. So when he saw that, he says that when I see barches are referred here as the trees, bend to left and right across the line of straighter, darker trees. Now he saw that there were the barch trees which were growing in a straight line, and they were different from the other trees because the other trees were darker in color, whereas the barches were lighter in color. The trunks of the barch tree is lighter in color because it is little bit whiter than the other trees, so he can easily distinguish the barch tree from the other trees. I like to think some boys bend swinging them. Then he thought that the trunk of the barch trees were bent. So what can be the reason? So he thought that this can be because of the swinging which were done by the boys. But swinging doesn't bend them down to stay. But he thought that the swinging cannot make the barches bend forever. So he thought that there must be some other reason why these trees are bent in such a way. Then he come to a conclusion that as ice storm do, he says that the other reason can be that the trees are bent because of the ice storms. Often you must have seen them loaded with ice in sunny winter morning, and he reminds the readers here that you must have seen that during the ice storms which were very common in England, and when the ice storms are when the ice storm during the ice storm, the large number of, or we can say the large amount of ice is accumulated at the top of the trees, and the load of this ice is such that the trees can be bent for a longer time, and because of this the trunk of the trees can bend permanently. And he says that loaded with ice a sunny winter morning, and on a sunny winter morning you can see that the trees are being covered with the load of ice. And after a rain they click upon themselves, so they produce a crackling sound. This crackling sound is produced due to the breaking of the ligaments of the trees because of the weight of the ice. As the breezes rise, they turn many color. Now what happens that when during that time when the sun comes out and it is little bit warm, you can see that the whole place is filled with many colors because it is just the ice works just like a spectrum, and it breaks the sunlight into many colors. So when you pass through that place during a sunny day, you will always see that the place you will see many colors as the stick cracks and creases with their enamels. The word crazes over here means break, and their enamels means with the coating of snow. So here the trees are permanently bent because of the weight of the ice, and they crack because of the weight. You can hear the crackling sound. Soon the sun's warmth make them shed their crystal shell. And then what happens when it becomes warmer, and when the sun heat is more, then you can hear the crackling sound which is made by the breaking of the ice. The ice, like pieces of glass, they break down and they fall on the ground, shattering and avalanching on the snow crest. And then when the ice breaks and it forms crystals, and they fall on the floor of the forest, then when you will pass from that place, it will just look like the pieces of the broken glasses that are thrown everywhere. Such heap of broken glasses do sweep away, and because of this, what will happen, that the whole place will look like, the floor of the forest will look like as if it is covered with the broken glasses. You will think the inner dome of the heaven has fallen. So during that time, when you will look at the look up on the roof of the forest, you will see that the whole forest is covered with the snow, and this snow which is accumulated at the top of the tree will look like a dome of heaven, or a circular roof of the heaven, such shape. And you will think inner dome of the heaven had fallen. They are dragged to the withered, broken by the load, and here dried up found. And on dried fern is referred to the small plants and ferns which grow on the floor of the forest. The poet is saying that they dragged to the withered barken by the load, and they seem not to break through, though only they are bowed. So low for long, they are never ride themselves. You may see their trunk aching in the wood, years afterward, trailing with leaves on the ground, like girls on hands and knees to throw their hairs before them over their head to dry in the sun. In these lines, the poet is saying that when the burden of the ice, with the burden of the ice, the birches are bowed very low to the level of the dry ferns grown on the earth, but they still do not break. They are bent down so much that for so long that they are not in a position to straight themselves. Their trunks lie arched in the forest for several years. They keep their leaves trailing on the ground, like the girls sitting on their hands and knees, spreading their hair over their head to dry in the sun. With this, we come to the end of line number 20, and other I will explain you in the next video. In the next video, we will take from line number 21 to line number 50. Please do like and subscribe my video if you feel like, on YouTube, Success Mantra by Adarsh Vili. Thank you for watching it, and do work hard for your exam.